everybody, it's Wolfgang with the Dorkfish Collections back again for another review, and today we're going over to DC Collectibles Joker. Gotta tell you, Joker is my favorite comic book character, and in light of the new Joker movie, which I saw, it is absolutely phenomenal, and I'm sure we'll spend time on the channel talking about it. So, no spoilers, go see it, then comment down below, tell me what you think of the movie. I think it's fantastic. That's just me, though. But my favorite comic book character is the Joker, and so because of that, we are going to do the DC Collectibles Joker here. And I got to tell you, I liken the DC Collectibles line to that of the Diamond Select for Marvel. So yeah, I think that the DC line for the collectibles is very much so like the Diamond Select. The detail is just absolutely astronomical. The sculpt's phenomenal. There's some articulation things some issues with the articulation, particularly in those damned ankles, that make it hard to stand. But otherwise, the figure is a phenomenal figure. So we're gonna get to it. We're gonna start with the sculpt, of course. So let's get a little bit of a close up on him. So, with this figure right here, phenomenal face sculpt. I think just excellent. I can't pinpoint the face itself, which comic it is taking after. I want to say, and I could be wrong, maybe The Killing Joke? Maybe. I could probably be definitely wrong. It could be Jim Lee's Joker. So, I don't know. If you guys know, do comment, let me know below, because I'm not sure which one this is after. I'll have to do my research on that. But, phenomenal face sculpt. I love the grin. I love the line work. Let's see if we can get a little closer on that face for you. Just an absolute excellent sculpt all around. Even the hair, as I move it around a little so you can see the hair from the side. Just a great, great sculpt. Yeah, see those ankles. Just don't want to stand. Even from the back, they didn't skip on the wash at all, which is nice. You've got a really, really vibrant green, but a nice dark wash in there, so that you can see the individuality of the hairs. It overall makes it pop. You've got that little bit of grit, a little bit of gray shading work in the face. The face. You've got some nice gray shading in the facial sculpt, so you can see the lines of the face. You can see the divots in the eyes there. Nice little beady green eyes. Oh, wants to fall. Nope. Gonna need you to stand for this one, buddy. Come on. Work with me here. Work with me. Yeah, so, I mean, absolutely lovely sculpt. And the rest of the figure is great. So, yeah, it's beautiful. I really enjoy this figure, and I can't suggest it enough if you have the opportunity. So, the only accessory that comes with him is his... Oh, all right, well, he's just going to take a nap there while he's napping. The only accessory that comes with is the cane. The cane is pretty sweet, I got to say. I don't know if you can see this or not, so we'll have to go back and review it in post. But just the way the green bleeds into the gold, the green eyebrows on the staff, the sculpt on the staff is excellent. Really, really well done. I really enjoy the staff. So, with the figure here, now we're going to get into articulation. So, pretty standard for collectibles if you have DC collectibles. If you don't, we're going to go over it. We have a actual disc hinge in the neck. So, the neck does hinge up and down. It's a little stiff, a little hard to get, and you've got a really small. So, here's the thing. If you can see in there, let me zoom it in there from the back because there's some gap there. It's hard to see, but in there, right in this area, there's a gap, and you can see the peg that the head sits on. It's a really thin peg, and so you got to be really careful moving him around because otherwise you risk breaking that peg off. So he's got articulation in the head, he's got attitude, but getting him to hinge up and down, again, similar to the another fault that's similar to the Diamond Select is the painting of the joints. And while I appreciate the painting of the joints, it does make it hard to move the figure without breaking it. So you got to be careful. You got one, make sure you heat them up. Make sure you take a pick and line the actual edges, because that helps too, taking a small toothpick and just lining the edges of where the hinge is. But I'm going to have to go back and redo mine because he's not wanting to move. So getting back to the rest of the articulation. All right, so the rest of the articulation is pretty easy. You've got an ab crunch, not super. I mean, it's there. he gets pretty good for it, I guess. Actually, forgive me. Yeah, you know what? He gets pretty good for it, pretty good back. So forgive me for saying not super. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So he gets, and it's on a click hinge, so it's stiff. It holds. You just want to be careful, making sure you don't, because that little lip right there's edge. You don't want to scuff up anything. Pliable jacket, very, very flexible, very good detail work, excellently done, very mobile. So pretty clean work. Typical swivel on the waist, kicks out all the way. That's excellent. Kicks back none whatsoever. He's got a keister. That keister there, as you see, keeps it from moving back. So you've got a thigh swivel. Hips go out. I mean, full splits. I've never seen the Joker do a split before. But hey, whatever you're into, right? So, double jointed knees. Not bad knees, too. If I can get it to go. Yes, again, kind of like the Diamond Select. He just doesn't want to move sometimes. But can get it all the way. Kick his own ass. If that's what he's into. And then we have so when we looked at the SH Figure Arts, you've got that ball joint peg that goes in the wrists and the head and the ankles. You have the same thing in these ankles, but for some reason, more so, and it's right in there, I don't know if you can see it, but for some reason, unlike the DBZ, and it could be just the amount of weight on the figure, because it is a hefty figure, but the ankles do not hold up. It is hard to get him to stand and stay, and it literally comes down to the fact that the feet sway with the ankle, and so you got to rotate that peg and get the foot in there, and it's a little bit of a hassle, but if you can get it, kudos to you. He does have hole pegs at the bottom of his feet, so of course you can peg him in if you've got a base stand. I think, could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it'll fit in a NECA stand, so if you've got any of the NECA pegs, you can peg them right in, and those hold usually really, really good. But yeah, getting them to stand is nice. It won't last forever, though. You bump the table. Oh, hey, he stood. It's a miracle. Off camera, he would have fell. So, getting to the arm articulation. I'm sorry, I can't English. So, arm goes up, meets shoulder. Very nice. A little bit out on the ball, but that's okay. You're not going to be looking at that typically because you're not going to have it all the way out. If you have it standard out about here, not bad. But all the way up to the shoulder, so pretty good. Double jointed elbows. Boom. Not bad. Yeah, pretty good there. You've got a wrist swivel and hinge. Hinge is slightly balked by the coat, so you have limited hinge on the coat there. But, hey, is what it is. You know, the coat looks phenomenal. The buttons on the coat, I mean, just phenomenal job with the sculpt. And that's the thing, is I can forgive some of these articulation issues when you have such an excellent sculpt and such a great and clean paint job. When you have something you can look at and appreciate as a collector, because there are certain figures you have that you know you want to pose around. You know, those are the ones that you're going to mess around with and move from shelf to shelf or collection to collection. And those are okay. You know, if the paint job's a little off, if there's a few things a little off, because you make up for it with the articulation and the amount of fun you have. And then there's those figures that you want to just look at. You want to be able to set in your collection and to appreciate. And to me, this is one of those figures. Phenomenal sculpt, phenomenal wash. Can't say enough nice things about it. So yeah, I have to suggest this figure. Now, I know, again, like most of my reviews will be, I do not have the package, because once I take them out of the package, I don't have space for them. I throw them away. That's what I do. Except for my figure arts and some of my NECAs. The Mezcos that I have, those stay in package. So, I've got some shots online, and I will post them up with this video. And that way, you can see them in the package if you want to. But, hey, it's a fun figure. I love them. I think you will too. So I suggest them. If you have any comments, any questions, any critiques down below, please feel free to post them. Thank you for tuning in. I have been Wolfgang, and this is the Dorkfish Collections, and thank you. Later.